Full charge, top price album out now. Get it, full charge, but.
Boy Drake the Sixth God, and big up to Simone from YouTube. Blessings go, family, enough love.
Blessings, everyone. Welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Gold's YouTube channel. I'm Mrs. Gold. Man, we're going to be doing our loyalty giveaway very soon because of all the drama. We're still going through who is actually really loyal to us. So please be patient, people. We got you. But we still have to weed through some people that we want to put in the draw. Okay? So next thing is next. Vendetta vloggers, please don't speak on behalf of Vendetta on certain subjects until you know how this investigation plays out. Thank you very much. That's it. Other people, please keep in mind that if Vendetta is used in any sort of way, misuse, they will be reported. Okay, a lot of people are using the Vendetta name and trying to speak on behalf of Vendetta, and no. If it's anything that's harmful for Vendetta, any derogatory name calling in any certain way, something that can be a rule violation on any social media platform, and the people that are using the words loosely, trust me, it could be a violation. People, just because you call yourself a Vendetta channel does not give you the right to use certain derogatory names against other people, period. Okay? That's warning. Again, Vendetta says love, Vendetta says loyalty, and certain channels representing the Vendetta name, quote unquote, have broken the loyalty and has spread hate and not love. Keep that in mind, people. Anyhow, off of that subject. Next subject. I've had Masicka viewers saying that, it's not fair that a lot of the Vendetta vloggers are bashing their artist album. Keep in mind, Masicka fans, that Plaza is using your artist right now because their artist has flopped. Their album's record sales have flopped. Their Spice's record sale has flopped. Kartel's record sales has flopped. Skillybank's record sales have flopped. And now they're coming to your artist. And because they're coming to your artist, they're going around and harassing Vendetta vloggers and saying basically Masicka is better than Alkaline and this and that and that and that. So because of that, this is why Vendetta's vloggers are going so hard on some of these narratives. And what you guys need to do is, whenever you see these Plaza people trying to talk about your artists and they're not true Masicka fans, deal with them. Because I will say this, and I think I'm going to give, so far, Masicka, I'm going to be doing, me and Mr. Gold are going to be doing something special. You will look out for it soon, but I think I'm going to give Masicka so far the best ops album of the year. Okay? I will say that. Because even though I didn't get through it right away, I must admit, because I'm sick, it gave me a headache after I got to song 6. I had to come back again. But Masicka's album smashes both Kartel and Spice's album put together. And I think I can measure it against Spice's album because Spice also tried to use the old school style that Masicka has on one of his songs. And Masicka's old school style song kills Spice's old school song. His album more reminds me of how Spice's album is put together, right? And a lot of people compare it to Top Prize in the sense that Alkaline has storyline, it's done properly, the quality is amazing and everything. So we definitely know Masicka's album is definitely not Top Prize level, and it's definitely not better than Charlie Black's, even better than Stock Ashley. Please, you guys, go support my review on Stock Ashley's album. It's actually damn good. Knox, a bunch of people put out some really good projects this year, and it's not better than that. But out of all the Ops album that came out this year, I definitely will say Masicka's album is way better than any Kartel and Spice album. I will say that. So far to me, until Goathead comes out with his album, Masicka has Ops Album of the Year. But Masicka fans, you know, your artist has threw punches at our people them at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, I will be big enough to say that. But really and truly, the Plaza people are fucking up things for your artist. He could probably be selling more albums, but because they're running around with all these narratives and making it seem like your artist says this or that or brags that he's this and that, it's ruining, you know, your artist's reputation. So I will say that. So I understand how you guys feel because we have to go through whatever we have to go through, but at the end of the day, you can't expect a Vendetta vlogger to say that your artist's album is amazing. And it isn't amazing, it's good, right? Okay, so that out of the way. I just thought I would shout that out because, you know, we kind of felt sorry for one or two of the fans them because they really hurt. But we have to be dealing with this. You guys now know what we've been dealing with. Since Alkaline's come out, we've been dealing with this fight. You guys are just getting a little taste of what we've been dealing with for years. So maybe this might be a learning lesson for some of you guys to have compassion when you guys are talking about Alkaline and trying to diss up Alkaline. Because if you don't like how it feels right now, how your artist put his work into something and people are bashing it, then think about how we feel all these years about Alkaline when we know Alkaline puts out quality work. Okay? That's that. Another narrative is that people were saying that Alkaline was doing all kind of things when Top Prize album came out because he was doing autographed copies. Well, hey, guess what? Masicka's having a record release party, and he's also and also Corey Todd's here telling people to pre-order, and do this and do that and do this and do that. So the question is now that's being thrown out there is, are we supposed to say that Masicka's trying to mess with his first week of sales numbers because they're doing this album release party plus they're telling people to pre-order? No, because that's part of what you do in the industry. But again, because of Plaza's narrative that when you do these things, even though their artists end up copying afterwards, when you do these things that you're messing up the numbers. So keep in mind again, Masicka fans, that if you hear Vendetta fans come at your artist again about his first week of sales, don't feel no way because there's certain narratives that were put out there. So I just wanted to clear that up. Now let's get on to the subject that matters. By the way, guys, Alkaline did share the video of Maddie Michelle doing the Juggernaut video on TikTok just 9 hours ago before making this video here. So big up Alkaline for giving her the highlight she definitely deserves. Let me do a shout out to Alkaline Daily for bringing this to all of our attention. That Alkaline becomes the second dancehall artist to accumulate over 100 million streams on Audiomack. Big up yourself, Alkaline. We know from the beginning of the year when he hit 1 million, it was such a big deal and people thought it wasn't a big deal. Well, guess what? Now he has 100 million plays. Nah. So what Alkaline Daily said that I thought was interesting is that the best part about this is that he has had the least amount of songs, and his official account was only created 1 year ago. Isn't that interesting? So there's some people who had their account for long and still couldn't accumulate this much plays. So big up yourself. And they said Spotify is paid for app. Well, Audiomack is free in our country, says, which is Jamaica, says Alkaline Daily. So big up Alkaline Daily for debunking that. And then I'm going to just do a quick flashback because you guys know that I do the flashbacks in May 4th, 2021 on Urban Islands. It said Alkaline's Top Prize album, top streaming charts ahead of release. And then it talked about Alkaline's album being the #1 pre-order album on all major platforms, including Amazon and iTunes, right? And then it also said #1 pre-orders internationally for reggae charts on Amazon. Sales have also landed top prize for best-selling on Amazon's Caribbean category. On iTunes platform, Top Prize secured the top prize peaking at #1 on the US reggae album chart. It also peaked at #2, spotted on the global on all genres chart before falling to #4 for the worldwide pre-order sales. We also know, this is me talking, that it was #2 on the Billboard. And then they said this is a big deal to the Vendetta artist, who was recently secured history again, becoming the first Jamaican and Caribbean performer to perform on streaming service Audio Max Acoustics Visual Series. So, you know, breaking records. So I thought I'd bring these numbers across. And then at the time, it said that the Audio Max YouTube channel is #6 trending on Jamaica when Alkaline was performing, and it generated 238,000 views. And I remember Audio Mac also has done many mentions on Twitter about Alkaline as well, and bigged up Alkaline on Twitter as well. So big up Audio Mac, always showing your support for Alkaline. And just to end this article, it did say Top Prize, the single, has made waves as it surpassed many streams. The song had over 2 billion views on YouTube alone. And this is way back on May 4th. All right. So while we're doing this video, Alkaline broke another record. Big up to Alkaline Daily. Happy Sunday to you for dropping this bomb. Comments that stood out to me in the comment section. One person said, they said 85% of the Jamaicans don't use Spotify, but Audio Mac is the most used platform for the music industry. Yes, big up yourself, fan. I remember when they said YouTube a fuckery and say Spotify the thing, they know them start find excuse. Alkaline, I go give them hell. Alkaline dominating every single platforms. Yep, definitely. Big up on herself. Alkaline broke another record again. Congratulations to the young lord. Always setting trends. You guys make sure to check out the Juggernaut trending video. I'll put that at the end of this video. Some of you guys are aware that Alkaline is one of the top most played artists in Jamaica on Spotify, but you probably never heard the article in details, and it was probably hard to read on some certain people's platforms. So let me go through the article. Drake is most played artist in Jamaica for 2021 on Spotify, right? This is in the Gleaner for December 3rd, 2021. Alkaline, Kartel 2 and 3, Doja Cat, Kiss Me are the most played songs. You know what I don't like? I've seen some articles and guys, this is my first reaction to the article. I didn't read the details on it. I knew it existed until now. I'm just reading the details. But I have noticed since I was searching for the article that they're trying to put Alkaline and Kartel together when they're saying 2 and 3 without you letting you know that Alkaline is 2 and Vibes Kartel is 3. This is not the only article I've seen it in. I've seen it in another article. They try to jam it up together. You guys will see when I go through it later. Spotify wrapped the streaming giant's annual list, which summarizes the most played artists and songs of the year in various territories, including Jamaica. Features one Jamaican artist in the top 10 of the most played songs list and 3 in the top 10 most played artists. It may seem dismissal that the top 10 of both Jamaican lists are dominated by foreigners, but Spotify's communications manager, Newmarket, Julia Lavender, told the Gleaner that this, in fact, is quite encouraging. This is a reflection of what only Jamaicans in Jamaica are listening to. So looking at the songs, Jamaicans in Jamaica have mostly been listening to tracks by global artists. Now I'm going to put a pause here and let's do a flashback. Remember when I was explaining how important Alkaline being the face of Spotify was. And a lot of the ops them laugh and say it didn't matter, it's not no big deal. And other people came afterwards and then they're like, oh, look who's on it now. But Alkaline was the first. And I said that Harry and Megan had a part of it. You remember that video? I'll make sure attach that to the end of it. But Alkaline being the face of Spotify was a great look for Alkaline. For those don't know, he was the cover of Backyard. This article that I have from March 1st, 2021 on The Loop. I also went in details in the video, but at the time it said dancehall sensation Alkaline is now the face of Spotify's first Jamaican focused playlist, Backyard. The streaming company last week announced that it is expanding across 80 countries with Jamaica included on the list. Dubbed the latest and biggest tracks from Jamaica's dancehall scene. The playlist currently consists of 51 dancehall tracks from the genre's leading headliners. So why this was a big deal? Why it's a big deal is because at the time people were saying that a lot of the poor countries did not have access to music globally and global music, right? So Prince Harry and Meghan and Justin Bieber thought it was important that Spotify be heard in certain countries. And they did this whole large initiative, and Alkaline was the first for this cover. So for this cover for the dancehall section. So why they're saying it's important, it goes to show you that since they started this project, that people in Jamaica are actually using the app and not only listening to music in their own country, but accessing music globally. And of course it was a good look for Alkaline too, vice versa, because there's people too who actually got exposed to Alkaline that probably wouldn't have been exposed to Alkaline before if it wasn't for this this cover. And just to close off, this part, I just want to say, it said since its released on February 12th, the single has reached close to 900,000 streams across the DPS with over 1 million views on his YouTube channel, Alkaline Music. So they're just saying that Alkaline's loyal fans who took it to Twitter with his latest track's Top Prize was released last month. So it was just letting you know that this whole impact plus being exposed on Spotify brought this much streams across DSP, right? Over 900,000 streams. So it was an impact, right? And then of course, Alkaline was on Pandora, Apple Music, and Deezer's top 100 tracks. He ended up also smashing Audio Mac as well as Tidal. But just to let you know how this move at the time was important to Alkaline, and this is why they're saying these kind of stats are showing that coming into Jamaica with Spotify ended up helping everyone, both outside of Jamaica and in. Continue with this article. It says the most played artist in Jamaica in 2021 is Drake, but coming in at number 2 is Alkaline, and we are happy. This young artist is after Drake, even though we know he's better than Drake. It's okay, it's okay. And then number 3 came a Vibes Kartel. The laugh he took from me. Okay, guys. Vibes Kartel. Now, reason why we're rubbing this in is because certain man named 150 and friends were trying to say, let's see at the end of the year if Alkaline can beat Kartel and Papa Khan on Spotify. Because when we were saying Alkaline is smashing up Audio Mac, which I read earlier, and mentioned earlier, and Tidal Wave, Deezer, Apple Music, Alkaline smashed all these platforms, plus of course YouTube. Their argument was, I bet you he can't outdo Vibes Kartel or Papa Khan on Spotify. I even went on Wig Nation when the people them argue with me about this stuff. Dun dun dun. Actions speak louder than words. And as Papa Khan would say, numbers don't lie. So congratulations to Alkaline. Congratulations to the team for putting all their hard work to making all of this possible. We are definitely proud of our artists. So the article continues to read and say that it is important that Jamaican artists are numbered in the top 10 of both lists. They are in the top 10, makes Jamaica stand out versus other countries. For example, in Trinidad, they did not have any local artists on either top 10 lists, right? So the two different top 10 lists, we had Alkaline and whatever his name is on the other list. And then on the next list, we had Intense that was part of that list. But when it comes to other countries like Trinidad, they absolutely had no one. So it was important that Jamaica actually had a reflection on the list. She explains how the list is compiled. We summarize the streams for each song and each artist from January 1st to November 27th. Sorry, guys, head's still not good. Top artist lists. The total combined streams from all songs by the artist in 2021 in Jamaica. The top tracks, which are the lists. The most streamed songs by the artist in 2021 in Jamaica. And then all versions, radio edit, album remix, etc. of the tracks are also included. All right. So while people are busy studying certain areas, like how many people are listening and monthly, whatever, there is more to it than just that. Then it says, quiz, if Drake received significantly more play than Alkaline and Kartel, she said, I can't share the exact number of plays, but yes, he's quite well ahead. And then Alkaline, Vybz Kartel, and Doja Cat are quite close to each other. Also note that if you look at the full playlist with top songs, there are more locally artists there. For example, we don't need to read their names. You guys could go look at the article for those people's names. We're not here to talk about them. So anyhow, that was really interesting. Great article, informative. But of course, so-and-so had to make noise. I know some people saw Vybz Kartel's Instagram. I'm not going to promote his Instagram. Of course, he went on to a rant and started complaining. So what I am going to talk about is the article that just came out today, because then that's fresh, and we can talk about that. 9 hours ago today, December 5th, I'm going to go ahead and read it. It says, Vybz Kartel not pleased with Drake being Spotify's most streamed artist. Vybz Kartel has declared that he is not pleased with the fact that the Canadian, we still have to big up the Canadian part, rapper Drake is the most streamed artist on Spotify in Jamaica this year. Well, probably should blame your sidekick. Plus, we know that Drake has stakes in the app. Like, it's just common sense. And that only a Jamaican, even if it is his greatest arch rival, ought to be in the first place. So basically, even if it was Alkaline, it should be in the first place. But here it is, though, that I find very interesting. Uno want to go up on the American chart, but then you guys don't want the Americans on your chart. You got to blame the listeners. How you going to blame? That's not how Spotify works, Vybz Kartel. Look at Portugal, that don't have nobody on their list from their country. However, even as the incarcerated, he's incarcerated but has the most talk, Dancehall, and I'm not going to read the other part, voiced his discontent. Many of his followers argued that Drake being on top was much ado about nothing. Ado about nothing. As most Jamaicans use YouTube for music, and many of them do not like Spotify. I'm done. Yo, you Plaza fans, you guys keep moving the goalposts. At this point, you guys are playing volleyball. For the last 3 years, you guys were saying that nobody ain't listening to YouTube no more because our artist was dominating YouTube. And now here you guys are going to say Spotify don't matter. Blood seed, oh no? Oh no, wicked. Oh no, wicked bad. His comments came in the aftermath of an article published in the Gleaner newspaper, which stated that he and Alkaline were second and third. You see what I'm saying? No, Alkaline was second and he was third. It's just the way they're wording it lately. Behind Drake, respectively. In the top 50 artists streamed in Jamaica on Spotify, a snippet of which he shared on his Instagram page. I guess I might have to refer to that. Let me see. Yeah, I have to refer to it because I'm mentioning it, so I have to show it. So Kartel cautioned Jamaicans to cease and desist from giving foreign artists the glory and instead reserve the support for their own nationals. Oh, really? Oh, really? After you're here fighting all the artists and started all the campaigns? Are you kidding me? Maybe if you didn't push so many hate towards Alkaline vibes, Alkaline actually probably could have had a chance. Well, we know it would have been very hard. But you never know to beat Drake because they said the numbers were far ahead. But if it wasn't for him spreading the hate on Alkaline, Top Prize could have been more listened and all the other people. Jamaican people need to stop worrying on a foreign mind and start supporting local music more. Oh, really? But isn't it you who bragged about your Nicki and Megan Stallion collabs and your other Papacan running around loose? You guys are hilarious. And then the Skilly Bangs collabs. Everybody's propping all these American artists. And then now when it comes to results, oh, you guys need to stick to... Man, cry me a river. Cry me a river. And then he says, and don't tell me no crap about production quality, because a lot of them foreign songs there are poorly produced and sound like shit quality-wise. Blood clean. If you think Drake and them quality sound poor, then what are you saying about your own? Because you sound like you record half the time in a bathroom. Honestly. If you're saying that they're shit quality, if Drake and them sound is shit quality, then what's your quality? Think about what you just said. All right. So I'm not going to read any more of his comments. You know, I understand where he's coming from, but at this point, he's contradicting himself. If it was coming from someone else, yeah, we can listen to somebody else. But really and truly, his rant is contradicting. All right. And I'm not going to go any further. You guys can go look that up because like I said, it was these people who prompt all the foreign artists the most when they're ready to do their collabs. And then when we're saying our beautiful artist put out an album with no collabs, everybody made fun of that and saying he should have had foreign collabs. Now everybody wants to run behind our artists and say, yeah. Man, I'm not giving this any more attention. Apart from Kartel, Alkaline Skilly Bangs is also listed in the top 10 at number 7, while Popcorn sits at number 15. You see how they try to tie up Alkaline? So make it clear. Alkaline is number 2, Skilly Bang is at number 7, and Popcorn sits at 15, and Dexter Daps at 32, Chronic Law at 34, and Shinsi at 43. They try to roll up Alkaline with thing and then say 15. And they think they're slick. And try to say 7. They're not easy at all. So anyways, you guys, it just goes back into the other article that I read in the Gleaner as well. So you guys can go ahead and check that out. And then it also talks in the article that you guys might be interested in 2015. It talked about the International Reggae Day and how some people were talking about the importance of our music and the Grammys and so forth. But again, everybody wants to complain now when they don't make it to certain lists. Throughout the whole year, nobody had no issues. So that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. A lot of work goes into making these videos. So please do a favor and at least share our videos and all the other videos on our channel when you have a chance to do so. Thank you very much for your continued support, and for those who would like to support us financially, you can look in our descriptions to find our PayPal address, or you can simply be a member of our channel. Stay blessed. Vendetta for life.
Where you come from, the poor life. Sleepless times, all cool nights. Judge me go fight.
Subscribe, hit the notification bell to be updated with new videos, share,